Hello people, how you doing? Welcome to another podcast edition of the Arsenal Future Show with your host Chrissy, and I'm here to speak about a few things. It's not going to be a long stream, it's going to be a short one. Hope you're all fine and you're doing well out there. If you're in this part of the world, in the UK, London, I hope you're enjoying the weather. Mind you, I think yesterday we had thunderstorms, didn't we? Yesterday, but today wasn't so bad. We're here to talk about Arsenal, some transfer news, and so on. And I'm actually going to be in the hospital in the morning, so I need to get some sleep. Before you go, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video, because it helps with the algorithms on YouTube. Leave your comments, share videos if you can. We're a very new Arsenal fan channel, so do the honors please. But make sure you hit that like button and you subscribe to the channel. We've only got 1 subscriber so far, but that's alright because we're new. Anyway, without much ado, I want to speak about Declan Rice. Apparently, it is rumoured in the media, and they're getting from a lot of good sources, that Declan Rice is virtually close to Arsenal. £100 million. Now, put in the comments if you think he's worth £100 million. I don't think he is. I think Declan Rice is worth about 70 to 78, maybe in this going rate now in 2023. You're going to have to say maybe 70 to 75, a push 80, because you're paying for probably UK premium. Because the British players are worth a lot more than, for some reason, more than their foreign counterparts. But I would say the tops for Declan Rice should have been 80 million. That was a talk about a year or so ago, a few months ago. But now it's escalated. It's gone up to about 100 million plus add-ons. So I don't think it's worth it. But sometimes you have to pay that. You have to go the whole hog if you want that player. So fair enough. We have to pay £100 million. So be it. At least we get the Arteta's top target, and our first choice. Also, we're still linked with Moises Caicedo as well. He's the one I really want. Some of you listen to and watch my streams, you know that I always sing Moises Caicedo's praises. He could play CDM, he could play as an 8 as well. He can also play as a right back. He played as a right back against us when Brighton beat us just before the end of the season. He's the one I want. But if we were to get Moises Caicedo and Declan Rice, the both of them, that would be awesome. I think we could just do those two. We'll still have Jorginho, we'll still have Thomas Partey. Xhaka's gonna go, most probably. Elneny will be there because he's injured anyway, and Arsenal will give him another year's contract. But if we're to get Ilkay Gundogan as well, I will take him also, because he's a winner, and he'll bring that winner's mentality with him from Manchester City to Arsenal. So I'll be if we don't get Ilkay Gundogan, it's not the end of the world. But as long as we get Declan Rice and Caicedo, we really want those two, because we need those two. One's a 6, one's a 8. I think Declan Rice is a 6. Caicedo could also play 6, but he could also play 8 as well. You still got Thomas Partey, who could play 6 and 8. Jorginho is strictly a 6, and so on. And Elneny's a 6. We've got a lot of 6s there, but we need a 6 and an 8. And Xhaka's really an 8, not a 6. But he's going more or less to Bayer Leverkusen in Germany to make space for Rice and possibly Caicedo. We also live with Cancelo as well. Cancelo he was actually at Manchester City, but he went to loan. He was on loan at Bayern Munich because he fell out with Pep in January. So they shipped him out to Bayern Munich, who won the Bundesliga the last day after Borussia Dortmund collapsed. And so we're looking at him as a right back, but he's more of he's more of a rampaging right back. He can defend, but he could also go forward. Some people question his defensive abilities, but he's excellent going forward. He really is. And Cancelo, if we can get him for £40 million, maybe 50 at tops, he's 28, 29. But Manchester City, I don't see them selling him to us. And if they sell him to us, they might want extra money. They might want 60, 70. And I'm not going to pay that for a 28-year-old right back. If we can get him for 40 to 50, I will take him. Maybe Arsenal might actually possibly find somebody on the continent who can play in that position. But the thing with Cancelo, he's one of the best in the world in that position. Some say he's the best in the world in that position. As an inverted right back, he could also play midfield as well. So he'd be like a versatile player, utility player, a bit like Zinchenko on the other side, on the left side. So let's see what happens with that one. So Arsenal linked with those 3 players, and there's other players that will be linked with a lot of players, but I'm not so sure about the other ones. But I think the Cancelo one has been there for a few weeks, and the Caicedo one has been there for a few weeks as well. We were in for him in January, but Brighton didn't want to sell him. He wanted to come to Arsenal because he was talking for us, but they didn't want to. Brighton didn't want to sell him, and Arsenal, as everybody say now, wanted to be friends with Brighton. So as a result of this, they allowed it. They didn't bother to actually pursue it any further. They said, okay, they will wait until the end of the season, and then we'll go in for him when all the dust is settled. So, but the bad news is Manchester United are linked with him as well. So Chelsea, and Chelsea will throw the bag at him. They'll probably pay over the odds. So that they might blow us out of the water. So that's why we might lose him. But hopefully we can get him, and as well as Rice. Rice looks like he's on the verge. Caicedo is a possibility. Cancelo is a possibility. We in other areas, Xavi Simmons is also linked with us from PSV. Played really well against us in the Europa League as well when we played against them, especially the game at their place when they beat us. He's really, really good in that game. He can play as a 10. He can play as a wide man. He's very, very good attacking. He's now 20. He came through, I think, at PSG. He came through at Barcelona. Then he went to PSG. And now he's at PSV Eindhoven. So maybe Xavi Simmons could be got for maybe £30 million, £40 million tops. But he'll be a good addition because we need some more attacking weapons. We also need a clinical finisher, someone like Osimhen. But could we afford Osimhen? Could we afford Xavi Simmons? Could we afford Cancelo? Could we afford Caicedo? Could we afford Declan Rice in one transfer window? And I think we still need 1 or 2 more places as well to be filled up. I still think we need a competent goalkeeper to push Ramsdale a bit more, because I don't think Matt Turner is pushing Ramsdale enough. He's a decent keeper, played well in the World Cup for America, but we need somebody who can come in and maybe even challenge the number 1 spot. We're a big club, we should be going for these sort of players. We also need somebody at centre half who can come in if Saliba or Gabriel get injured, or if they need a rest, or if they get suspended for whatever reason. We need somebody to come in there, strong, hard man, centre half. Gabriel, I don't know if I've pronounced his name right. Gabriel, he played well for Croatia in the World Cup, and I think he's one of the players in one of the teams of the tournament. He plays for Croatia. He plays over in Germany as well. But now I'm hearing that other clubs want to sign him as well. I'm hearing that United are looking at him, so to a Chelsea, and even Man City. There's strong rumours about Manchester City looking at him today. And if Manchester City are in for him, then it's curtains, because there's no way, even though we're a bigger club than Manchester City, there's no way he's going to choose us right now because of City's dominance, because of Pep, and because of what City are doing now. So we're probably going to lose out. But we need somebody strong in that middle. So when Gabriel, we've got Tomiyasu, but I'm not sure if he's quite good enough. He's been making mistakes. The last games he's played for us, he's made mistakes, errors, and so on. Ben White can play there, but I think he's better as a right back. He could also play midfield, Ben White, but I don't know if as a centre half he's good. But I think we need somebody like a specialist there for when Gabby and for when Saliba are out for whatever reason. Anyway, my people, that's all we have for you today. Coming up, we're going to talk about transfer rumours for other clubs as well. The most significant ones. We're not going to go too lower down. We're going to talk about mostly the big 6. The most significant transfers, which some of you might want to know about. So it's something we're going to talk. We're going to do as time goes on. The channel is very new at the moment, so you have to give us time to grow. This is only our 7th stream, our 7th video, so it's going to take us time to grow. We've only got 1 subscriber so far, only 25 views, so it's very early days. But thank you very much, our people. As I said, don't forget to subscribe to us and hit the like button and share our videos and leave your comments and tell us if you disagree with us, if you agree with us. Thank you. Blessed. See you soon. Adios.